Olá, today we will explore the useful word altura. The most literal meaning of altura is height. Altura is the vertical distance of something. For example, what is the table's height? Qual é a altura da mesa? Qual é a altura da mesa? To answer this question, we prefer to use the verb to have, ter, and say that the table has, for example, 1 meter of height. A mesa tem 1 metro de altura. A mesa tem 1 metro de altura. This is where the adjective tall comes from. He is tall, ele é alto. He is tall, he is 190. Ele é alto. Ele tem 1,90 m de altura. Ele é alto. Ele tem 1,90 m de altura. Altura is also used in the idiomatic expression estar à altura, literally to be at the height. Like all the idiomatic expressions, this really doesn't have the same meaning in English as in Portuguese. In English, it could be expressed by to be up to the task or to rise to the task. We must rise to the challenge. Temos de estar à altura do desafio. Now let's see how altura is used with a completely different meaning. This time, altura refers to a specific moment in time and is very commonly used when people are talking about the past. To say at the time, we say na altura. I didn't know at the time. Eu não sabia na altura. The expression at the right time is na altura certa. Here, the word certa means right, correct. You arrived at the right time. Chegaste na altura certa. Chegaste na altura certa. Now you will hear a very similar expression with a different meaning, and this is a certa altura. Here, the word certa is before altura and means certain, at a certain point in time. For example, I was reading and at a certain point I fell asleep. Eu estava a ler e a certa altura adormeci. Eu estava a ler e a certa altura adormeci. Once again, na altura certa means at the correct time, at the right time. A certa altura means at a certain point in time. And finally, maybe you have already been to Altura. This is a beautiful town in the Algarve in the south of Portugal and a very popular summer destination by the Atlantic Ocean. Well, it's time for me to say goodbye. É a altura de me despedir. If you have learned something new today, a like would be awesome. And if you enjoyed this lesson, you might also like our brief lesson on the 5 meanings of the word mesmo. Até já!